The day after Isaac was born, my biological father called me from Florida. He'd been struggling with his own personal faith with God all of his life. So when he called me and he asked me what had happened, I shared the news that Isaac had in fact been born with Down syndrome. How could God do that to you of all people? And then I proceeded to share with my father on the phone what I just told you. Jeff, you're the only person on the face of this earth that could take something so bad and make it sound so good. I assured him, Dad, that wasn't me. That was God. Jeff, I wish I could have that kind of faith. 5 minutes later, my dad finished praying the sinner's prayer. I said, Dad, do you realize that my son, who's not even 24 hours old, has already begun his ministry here on earth? A year and a half later, to the day of Isaac's birth. He'd been fighting with depression on and off all of his life. And with his wife facing a life-threatening surgery, of which doctors had gone out into the waiting room and told my father they didn't think she was going to make it, she was too weak, my dad checked out on life. I called him on the phone, and he told me that he'd been sitting in his house with a gun in his hand, trying to get the courage to pull the trigger. 20 minutes later, I received a return phone call from a loved one. Every hurt that I had ever experienced in life rose to the surface. I realized that my life had become unmanageable. That Friday night that I began attending a ministry at my old church that I had helped launch but had never attended because I thought it was for those people, not for me. That ministry is Celebrate Recovery. By attending Celebrate Recovery and working through the Christ-centered 12 steps, I have been able to heal from my hurts, my hang-ups, and my habits. I've been able to forgive my dad all over again. But most importantly, I've learned to turn my life over to the care and control of God. And I'm doing it one day at a time. God loves me, no matter what I've done, nor no matter what I will do. And that, my friends, is the truth that I surrender to.